friends, it's me, Curtis G. Welcome to the show. It's May 17th. By the time you see this, I'll be back from a trip home to Georgia. Kind of happy, sad occasion. I'll tell you about that after I get back. Also, very happy situation going on. I'm going to a young man's high school graduation. More about him in a minute. Today's show, in the Wayback Machine. This career of mine has been long and a lot of fun. Going to share with you a little pilot we shot down in Alabama. And then one of the first shows I did with the Food Network called Food in a Flash. Got a clip from that. Been getting a lot of great emails from the YouTube folks who want to see some of those old shows. So I'm going to bring them back. Peace, spread love, enjoy the show. I'm out. Look at that smile. Corey Jackson Jr. I met this young man, I think it was in the 4th or 5th grade. How many years ago was that? Like 2014, 15? That's Corey and me in the kitchen. Corey was one of Ms. Obama's first move to school cooks, and I got to know him when he was a young man. Look at him now. That's prom night this year down in Hapeville, Georgia. We're going home and going to get to watch Corey walk across the stage and grab his diploma. Graduation, Corey, you're the man, young brother. And he's off to Tuskegee Institute. Love you, kid. So proud of you. Peace, spread love. Enjoy the show, everybody.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Hello, whatever. Okay, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. So today we're gonna go pick a knife. That was good. That was going well too, boy. 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Curtis Aikens. The show is Cooking Fresh. Now, you may not have access to a farm, but most of us have access to farmers at the farmer's market to buy our fresh produce. My son Curtis Jr. and Cole are with me. They have a whole day planned around the farmer's market while we go shopping to prepare a great fresh meal. Come on, let's go shopping. You ready, guys? That was pretty good, huh? Well, I think we got them excited about our show. You okay with that?
That old saying that knowledge is power, it's even more true when it comes to your food. I mean, this is what powers us. If you want the best out of yourself, you got to put the best in yourself. And that's what going to a farmer's market does. It puts you in charge. You get to meet the person that grew your food. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, most of the time when you go to a farmer's market, the items that you are buying have been picked yesterday, or some of the things were picked this morning, so you can't get them any fresher unless you're taking them from your own garden, which, I get tingles just thinking about this show and being able to teach people about their food and their food source.
This is what I love about the farmer's market. Oh, this is heaven. Hi there, I'm Curtis Aikens.
Margaret Ann Toohey.
Margaret Ann Toohey. The show is Cooking Fresh, Margaret Ann. Can I pick your basil up? Is that okay? Now, this is absolutely gorgeous, Margaret Ann. Did you guys raise all this?
Of course.
What am I looking for when I buy in fresh basil at the farmer's market?
Just that it's green and standing up. You don't want it wilty.
Green and good tip. Oh, is this arugula?
It is?
Oh, wow. Or rocket, as they say in South America, right?
Uh-huh.
Can I taste the leaf?
Certainly.
Now, this is totally organic, right?
It is. We don't use any chemicals.
No chemicals. So I can eat this without washing it or anything, right? Unless there's a bug or
That's
two,
what we do.
right? Oh, rocket salad is one of my favorite. I love that. Now this one, I've never seen this.
That one is called Costata Romanesco. It's an Italian heirloom. It's got a lot more flavor than the green zucchinis.
All right, I'm going to take a couple of Costata.
Costata. Costata Romanesco.
My Italiano is horrible. Okay, so and this one?
Zephyr. It's a hybrid called Zephyr.
Okay, cool. We're going to get those three. Because I'm thinking, David, that we've got stuff for tomato salad, and I'm going to do a nice little stir fry.
Sure.
With some maybe brown rice or a nice basmati rice, if I can find some in the market there.
The smells, the sounds, the sights of all this food is just, it's like a symphony, you know? And it's important for the community. Think about it. You take an area, it could be in a part of town that might be slipping a little bit. You put a farmer's market there, and people come back to this. Wow, what did I miss by not coming to the Pepper Place district of Birmingham? Or in San Rafael, California, there's a great market. This is right downtown on 4th Street. And so farmers markets help revitalize the city. They help bring people back in. And then those of us who go shop at these markets, we get all these great food items.
And see if it needs
Hey, now you folks at home, I'm gonna swipe a little piece of rosemary. I could get locked up for this one, but maybe I can go trade a hug for that's all the rosemary we need for our stir fry today. I love that smell. I think you guys are pulling my leg. You really, there's a blue ear corn that we grind up and make blue grits. So how would I cook these?
Same way you cook anything.
Okay, so a little water, bring it to a boil, add my grits, stir it nice and so. A little butter.
It's got the recipe.
There's a recipe on the back. You think of everything, don't you? We'll do our stir fry with grits instead of rice. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. Nectar of the gods right there, baby. This is wonderful. Mom, thank you so much. Can I get a hug? I'm gonna come around the counter and get a hug here, y'all. Now, I've been calling you Mom. Now, my mother's over in Conyers, Georgia. She's going to say, now, you can't have one mama. But, you know, thank you so much, baby.
I just love people. Always have, always will. You know, on my gravestone, you know, father of two, loved everybody he met. In one of my cookbooks I wrote, if I could have 5 minutes with every person on the face of the earth, I'd love to do that. Not, you know, 5 minutes to shake their hand and give them a hug, but 5 minutes of where we just look at each other's eyes and go, okay, give me something about you that I'm going to keep forever. What the celebrity chefs are right now, 15 years these farmers are going to be that. Mark my words. 15 years from now, they're going to be talking about the farmer in, you know, the Black Belt of Alabama. They're going to be talking about the, you know, the wonderful farmer in upstate New York, or this guy grows this, or this woman does that. You know, and hopefully you heard it first on Cooking Fresh.
Alrighty, from farmer's market to the kitchen. Not sure if I like shopping more or cooking more. I just know I love them both. Let's recap the things we picked up today to create our meal. We got those gorgeous heirloom tomatoes. Beautiful, beautiful. And we've got fresh basil, which we're going to work with in our tomato and onion salad. Picked up an onion to go with that. And over here we've got these gorgeous vegetables from Snow's Bend Farm, organic vegetables. Ooh, one more thing, which is going to be kind of the base of our little saute, a little stir fry, will be those pink-eyed peas. Those are gorgeous, fresh peas there. What else? Oh, the blue grits that we're going to use. Instead of rice, we're going to serve our stir fry with those blue grits. So why don't I wash up our vegetables, and then we'll get to chopping, dicing, slicing, and some sauteing.
Food is, in the South, food is a mainstay. Everything happens, well, pretty much in this country now. If you think about it, you know, around the kitchen table or in the kitchen is, when a party's going on, the best place to be is in the kitchen, you know, or around the grill if you're cooking outside. So food is kind of a center. So I use that as my vehicle to go out and speak to the world.
You notice I've cut the onion in half, and we're going to dice these really fine. I don't want them too big for my saute. Notice how we're going to dice this onion fine. We're going to slice through one, slice through twice, and we're going to slice downwards. And watch how fine this dice is. Isn't this gorgeous? Nice diced vegetables, nice little slices of vegetables. Let me slice this open so you can see it at home. How the Japanese eggplant, and I love doing this when I'm at home, is taking and putting these on the grill. There are absolutely no seeds at all in that. So people talking about making an eggplant, a seed-free eggplant Parmesan, try it with the Japanese eggplant.
Why cook fresh? The fresher the food, the more nutrients stay in it. The less cooking we do to that food, the more nutrients stay in as well. The fresher the food, the better the food for you. Now, the recipes we're going to do today, we're not going to overcook. We're going to do a little saute. We're going to make the grits, and we're going to make a tomato salad, which all we're going to do is slice the tomatoes. So all the research is telling us fresh food is better for us. So we want to teach people how to cook fresh and healthy.
All our vegetables are chopped, so let's get to sauteing. Let's take the cutting board over,
And we're going to season our olive oil, which is, ooh, just at the smoking point, with our onions. Ah, don't you just love that sound? And the garlic. What you want to do at home is allow these to cook for about a minute or so, or until the onions become translucent. While those are cooking, let's go with these purple-eyed peas. Aren't those gorgeous fresh peas, just yesterday picked? We're going to add those right there. Now I'm going to show you a trick that I learned years ago from my mama about keeping the flavor in the pan. I'm going to place a lid on here. Now this stops the sauteing, but we're not going to stop it for long. I just want to trap that moisture in there to help those peas stay nice and moist and plumping up. I want to see America picking their food, choosing their food. You know, it's just the whole idea of farm fresh. It's a time that has come back, you know? Now you come down here to Alabama or out in California where you got beautiful Silver Queen corn, or you've got wonderful heirloom tomatoes, varieties that you don't see on common grocery store shelves because they won't stack well. Nowadays, these big agri-farms are breeding tomatoes so they stack well, they ship well, they look good, but have no flavor. Those are things that we want people that watch this show to know how to go buy a good tomato. You look at it, a tomato should look good, it should feel good, it should smell good, most importantly, it should taste good, you know? And that's what happens, and it's got all those nutrients in there. So we want to give people that knowledge, that power to take control of their food dollar. Well, the shopping's done, the cooking's done. What's left? The eating part. Ooh, I should serve some up, huh? So cooking fresh is about health. It's about a healthy, wonderful life. It's about, you know, a breath of fresh air. It's about putting good things into you and bringing good things out. How much it tastes better, it feels better, has wonderful textures. It's about me loving to cook with wonderful ingredients. It's about sharing these loving people that we meet in a farmer's market with our viewers. You know, so if I had to pick one word, what cooking fresh is, it's love. Ready, guys? Last shot.
Thanks, Curtis.
Aikens, and welcome to Food in a Flash. Before we get into today's show, I got to show you something here. I got some letters from some kids out, some high school kids in Marin County, California. Novato's a little town. Little Curtis and I dropped in to say hello, and they wrote me some letters a couple of months ago, but the letters got lost. The teacher, Mrs. Hass, lost the letters. So the kids wrote me again to apologize for her losing the letters, but I love visiting schools. You know what I feel about reading. I didn't learn to read until I was 26, but reading is wonderful, so I spend a lot of time with kids in schools. If you want me to drop by your kid's school, write me. I'll give you the address later on. Hey, back to what we're doing. Food in a Flash. Every day on the show, I'm so excited. We prepare a whole meal that you can make in 30 minutes or less, right? We're talking about Food in a Flash, not fast food. Woo! Each recipe has been designed to combine for a delicious meal for you and the family or those last-minute guests that drop by. You'll be able to prepare these meals because you think ahead. You cook the smart way. You stock the essentials. You know, so if you lead a busy life like me, right? Want to have more time with your kids and those wonderful things you like to do, but you still want quick, easy recipes? Where do you turn? Food in a Flash. All right, on today's show, I've got 3 recipes. I've got a hip-hop I've got a hip-hop lamb chop. I've got a hot zucchini salad and an easy banana pudding. Ow! Yes. So if you stock those pantries like I've told you to in days gone by, you're only going to need to pick up a few things like lamb chops you're going to need. You need some fresh cranberries. You need some zucchini. We'll talk about zucchini when we get there. Some tomatoes. You need some mushrooms, some Parmesan cheese, vanilla wafers, and one of my favorite fruits, and I'm sure yours, bananas. we're going to need those for today's show. Let me give you the ingredients for our first recipe. These are hip-hop, as my boys Bev, Biv, and DeVoe would say, hip-hop lamb chop. We're going to need some fresh cranberries, need some sugar, need some quick cooking rice. We'll talk about that when we get to that point. Some broth. You need lamb chops, of course. We'll need some salad oil, need some garlic, oregano, and salt and pepper. All right, guys, you know how I am with reading. It's one of my passions, and I get a bit emotional when I talk about it. So if I get thrown out a bit, just bear with me, because I love to cook. I love having people in the kitchen, but I'm also very passionate about reading and wanted every child in this country to learn to read. So I do spend a lot of time with school kids. Back to cooking. Cranberries. Fresh cranberries are wonderful. It always makes me think of a holiday season. If you want to do cranberries later on in the year, you should buy the fresh cranberries. They come in little packets and freeze them. Just freeze them right in the packet. They're ready to go. Take them out and use them. The canned cranberry is always quick and easy to use. There's the whole cranberry sauce there. It's ready to go. And also you can find the diced cranberry sauce in the dairy section. You see that? It looks almost like jelly. That's wonderful. You can use these as pie fillings also. Add a little sugar and a little butter to them and fill your pie pans and go to town with them. Now, lamb chops. I'm going to make some things with lamb chops. I'm going to show you. I hope you can see which one do you think will cook quicker? Of course, that one, right? Remember, the thinner the slice, the quicker or easier it is to cook. Also, the bone acts as a conductor and helps speed the cooking up. However, and I don't mean you can't have thicker cuts of meat. Something like this is great to stuff with. You can take and slice it with a knife right there and put your stuffing in the middle, and then it cooks good. So I'm not telling you not to buy the larger cuts of meat. I'm just informing you that this will cook quicker. Now, if you want something that cooks even quicker and still have that lamb flavor, go ahead and buy some lamb ground meat, and that will cook even quicker and give you get that flavor there. You can make yourself some lamb burgers. Let's start making our lamb chops. Hip-hop lamb chop. Get down, Freddie Brown. All right. Now, I've got my lamb here. And if you want to, you can go ahead and season it with a little bit of pepper and a little salt also, right at the top there on both sides. I've got my oil started here. Whoops. Let me go ahead and separate them. We know you can take some of that marble off. Go ahead and add our chops to our pan to start cooking. And remember now, with Food in the Flash, I try to do things in the order that you should do them at home. And don't worry if you did not get all the ingredients a little earlier. I'm going to tell you how to get those a little later in the show. So as we've got our lamb chops going, these are going to need to cook about 5 minutes. Flip-flopping them on both sides. Now, while the chops are frying away there, browning, I'm going to add to my boiling water my whole cranberries and some sugar. This is going to make be a part of our sauce a little later. Now, with our cranberries, you see what we're going to do here is cook the berries until they pop. You'll see them pop open a little bit. Go ahead and mix it up. Then I make for a nice red sauce. The next thing here is go ahead and get your quick cooking rice here. I got my broth there. Add my quick cooking rice in there. So by the time we are ready to put this together, the quick cooking rice will be done. If you have a microwave, those two things can be done in the microwave even quicker. I'm going to come back here and to my red wine, I'm going to add some garlic. I've got minced garlic. This will add a wonderful flavor. We'll use this as a flavoring for our lamb. There goes my salad oil, and then we've got oregano. Oregano is a wonderful herb. Could call him herb, but he's not herb. It's an herb, okay? All right, a little pepper, a little salt. We're going to whisk. We're going to say again, whisk this up. Let me turn our chops, and you'll see how they browned on the, oh, look at that. Is that beautiful? Turn those over. My daddy, as I call him in the South, I call him Pops to tell the truth, loves lamb chop. The guy will eat anything, but he loves lamb chops. He also likes venison. He loves beef. You name it, Pop eat it. Okay, so whisk that up. Now this is going to add more flavor than anything. This is not our sauce. We're going to put this over the top of our chops so get all that garlic and things in. We're going to let that braise. Now, everything will cook down. Our rice, look at that. Look inside here. You see how quick that rice
cooked up. That is quick rice. And that's a tip, that's a key thing in Food in the Flash. That rice is ready to go. Now, I'm going to move over here because I've got everything done, and we're going to assemble our our hip-hop lamb chops. Go ahead and put our chops on top of the bed of rice here, and you can arrange them in any order. The great thing about this is when you take it to the table, your guests or your family can cut out their chop and have their rice as well. So put a little chop, a little sauce on each one. Oh, this is going to be delish. Okay, and then we're going to garnish it with a little bit of parsley, and boom, as my friend Alan Reed would say, voila. And there we go, hip-hop lamb chops. Here's one I dressed out before, and then a butte. I've got more Food in the Flash for you right after this. Ow! Hey, welcome back to Food in the Flash. Isn't that a beautiful towel? I just had to show you guys that. You know, it takes more than just me to put this show together. Wish I could show you the whole crew. Bunch of great folks, the camera people, the people back in the back, and the people that help me make up all this wonderful food. I love them. They do a good job. Thank y'all for writing and letting us know you enjoy the show. Got some tips before we get to our next recipe, our banana pudding coming up here. Freezing bananas, you can do that, right? They will freeze in the freezer up to 6 months. But I want to remind you something. What you want to do is peel them whole, but wait till the bananas are brown spotty before you freeze them. And also I want to remind you that bananas, being a tropical item, are in season year-round. So only store them as a last resort. You can pick up bananas all the time. Well, I try to give you lots of tips here on the show. Make sure you wrap them whole like that and then freeze them. Or you can put them in the plastic bags. Now I wanted to show you what they look like when they come out of the freezer. The color is a little bit different than the banana before it goes in to the freezer. You see how white that is? They come out with a little brown tint. The flavor is still great. They're excellent for cooking. I don't think you want to eat that banana, but it's excellent to cook with. Remember now, as I point out, they are tropical items, so they're available 12 months out of the year. So if you don't have to freeze them, don't freeze them, because you can pick them up at the market. Now, banana pudding. There's instant puddings on the market, some wonderful puddings on the market. Let me get this beautiful towel out of the way here. And one of the ways, you see the Boxer Gourmet segments I do a lot at the end of the show. One of the things you can do to jazz up instant pudding is go ahead and add some diced bananas or other diced fruits to it like that. Then mix it in. They come pre-made like that, and it's good to go, ready to go. So let's make a banana pudding, a quick, easy banana pudding. Here are the ingredients. We're going to need some bananas. We'll need milk, instant pudding, we were just talking about that one, some whipping cream, some whipped cream, there we go, vanilla wafers. Oh yeah, easy, wonderful recipe. Let me start off here. We got our bananas here. I'm going to go ahead and peel these because we're going to need them at some point here. Just peel the banana up, and it's ready to go. Or you can peel these just when you're ready to slice them up. And we'll go ahead and chop these into pieces right there. This is going to be our easy banana pudding. My mother, Laura Bell Aikens, makes the best banana pudding in the world. From the homemade pudding, right? But when she's in a pinch, Mama resorts to stuff like this also. In fact, this is a variation on one of her quick, easy banana pudding recipes. I love you, Mama, because I know she's watching everybody. Now, to my milk, I'm going to add my instant pudding mix. Then we're going to get all of it in there first thing. Whisk this up, folks, and you will see it start to thicken immediately. You just start whisking. If I knew a song about whisking, I'd sing it to you, right? All right, now, whisk this up. It starts to thicken up. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. We need some of that like dance music there, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and fold my whipping cream in to add more body, flavor, and also helps thicken it quicker. And just fold that till that gets all incorporated in. Now we'll start putting this bad boy together. This is good. This is such a good, easy recipe. Watch how quick we're going to make this. You've seen what I've done. I've sliced the bananas. I'm moving this over so I'm going to throw the camera people off here. Like I said, I have a wonderful staff here. It takes a lot of folks to put a show together for you at home. I hope you enjoy it. Remember, you can write us and let us know what you think of the show. I love getting your photographs. I love hearing what's happening in your area. If I'm in your area, I'd love to drop by your school, church, your kitchen. Hey, got something wonderful there? We'll definitely do that. Look how thick this is getting already. This is a quick, easy dessert. If you don't like those lumps, just whip that whisk back out, and you can unlump it, okay? And make it a little thinner. There we go. A little smoother. Smooth and smooth. Now, it's a matter of putting it together. We've got our wafers here. We've got our pudding. We've got our bebas, and a little bit of mint for garnish. I'm going to spoon some here in the bottom. And, of course, you can put it together the way you want. Another great thing right here is you can have a dessert party where you can have your guests make their own dessert. Let me add some wafers right there. If you wanted to crumble them up, you could do that. And remember, this is when you can be an artiste, and do your little thing. I'm going to add a little bit of the pudding before I put my bananas in there. I'm going to put some bananas in, and then come back with a little more pudding. Whoop, get all that beba in there, as my little boy Curdy G would say. Beba! I want some nanny, beba, daddy. Okay, that goes in. Again, like I said, it's just a matter of layering. Is this a quick, easy banana pudding? Now, this time I'm going to go a little bit thicker with my wafer. In fact, I'm going to do a little something, a little funky there. Since we've got our hip-hop lamb chops, we're going to have to have a funky dessert. Go ahead and mix those up and get that all the way in there. Now, coming up here, ooh, yeah. Go ahead and fill that up any way you like, all the way up. Add some more bananas to the top. Garnish with a little bit of mint. And then we're in business here. And there's our wonderful banana pudding. Let me show you that one I've got all dressed out here, a little fluffier. You can put that in the fridge and let it set for you so it's nice and firm like this. Do you like that one? Well, guess what? There's more food in the flash after this. Ow! Take your time. Come back here. Don't run away. All right. Hey, welcome back to Food in the Flash. It's time for that hug of the day. I love this part. Remember, it's about love in the kitchen. Wow, it makes me feel good when I get a hug or when I give a hug. I think it feels just as good giving hugs as it does getting them, right? Right. Hey, we're talking about zucchini right now. Got a wonderful, wonderful hot zucchini salad coming up that you guys, you're going to love it. It's so quick, it's so easy. Now, when cooking zucchinis, you don't have to peel them to use them. The peel is loaded with nutrients, vitamin A, but if you do peel, a vegetable peel is the easiest way to do it. Remember, you can go in one direction, you can also come back in another, and that'll speed up the time of peeling the zucchini. Now, when it comes to cutting a zucchini, okay, remember, curl those knuckles up because you don't want to cut off a finger, and use that as kind of a guide. And just practice slicing. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Like with anything, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Chives. We're going to use some chives in our next recipe. I love fresh chives. They are my favorite when I'm cooking with chives. However, if time is of the essence, if you're really, really in a crunch for time, there are frozen chives available. They come in little container boxes like this, and the easy way to defrost them is to just place them into some boiling water, and they'll thaw out real quickly. Let me show you what they look like on the inside. They look a little bit like diced spinach, but again, I love them fresh, but if time is the essence, frozen ones are good to go. Let me give you the ingredients for our hot zucchini salad. You're going to need olive oil, zucchini, squash that is. We'll need some tomatoes, need some onion, mushrooms. We'll need the white wine vinegar, some dry thyme, fresh chives. We're going to need the Parmesan cheese. Oh yeah, Parmesan cheese. We've been cutting up zucchini, so why not?